How's it going, everyone? Your Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another discussion type of video. We have ourselves yet again another Pokemon Go topic to discuss. We have an article on Dexerto that's titled, Pokemon Go Community Pleads Niantic to Change Anti-Consumer Features. Oh boy, this right here, I can smell the spice from a mile away. Let's get into this. Some Pokemon Go fans are not happy with the current state of the game. A viral post online had users begging Niantic to fix the mobile title, which they argued had become anti-consumer. Pokemon Go exploded into a cultural phenomenon when it made its viral debut in 2016. The mobile game had players around the world venturing outside their homes to catch their favorite Mon in real life. 4 years on, it's still as popular as it's ever been. Some fans, however, are growing increasingly frustrated with the game's features and are now begging developer Niantic to fix what they call a pay-to-win experience. And see, that's just it. Over the years, Pokemon Go has lost its sparks here and there, but one of the biggest contributors when it comes to the loss of the game's enjoyability would be the pay-to-win experience. And a few examples of that would be ticketed events where you have to pay actual money in order to compete in those events and reap whatever benefits that come with those events. How about egg-based events where you have to hatch a ton of eggs in order for you to get event-themed rewards? And the thing is as well is that we recently had ourselves the Easter event where Shiny Flower Crown Happiny was the featured Pokemon, but we covered how much of an absolute janky bust that Pokemon Go event was, and not to mention as well, raid-based themes as well, where you end up spending a copious amount of money on raid passes in order to reap the benefits of the raid Pokemon that are featured in that event. Like when Pokemon Go first started, it was a clean, fresh experience that took literally the whole world by storm. And while there were in-game purchases that you could make, the thing is that the game had a very clean, free-to-play type of experience. Like, you weren't pressured to buying into the game, you know, buying Pokecoins and all that stuff in order to further your experience. You could go out, you could play the game, and you wouldn't have to spend a single dime on the game in order to get further enjoyment from it. But now, while the game still might be free to play as a start, it sure doesn't feel like a free-to-play type of game. It definitely, more often than not, feels like a pay-to-win type of game, especially when you consider the FOMO factor, or the fear of missing out factor, that is often implemented in the game and their events. Over the years, Niantic has added several new features to Pokemon Go, such as research and online raids. However, since 2020, the community has become more and more vocal about changes they have not been a fan of. All of this accumulated on April 15th when a viral thread on the r/thesylphroad forum claimed the mobile title's current state had become pay-to-win. Pokemon Go has become incredibly pay-to-win and anti-consumer over these past few years, user GabeBit08 exclaimed. Before going into detail, Go transitioned from a fun game with a few flaws to being a buggy, loot box-filled mess. Every feature implemented breaks another. The Shiny Dino and Flower Crown Happiny situation, Mega Evolutions, and many more things have ruined this game for so many people. The passionate fan then hit out at the game for losing many pro-consumer features. Now, in 2021, the footprint system is gone. There is barely any spawn variety, rare Pokemon are locked behind eggs, raids, and difficult to find or complete field research tasks. Shiny Pokemon are featured in one event and then locked away for another year or being turned off by mistake. There are bugs everywhere. People are being unfairly banned. This game has become a mess, the user wrote. And this post right here kind of expands on the points that the last paragraph had just made, and in all honesty, I feel every single bit of what this user had posted, and then some. GabeBit08's passionate plea resonated with many fellow Go trainers who also felt similarly. Yeah, loot boxes, aka eggs, are crazy right now, and possibly they are one of the less fun things in the game. I completely stopped buying incubators. In fact, I actually stopped playing this year, a player replied. Another exclaimed, I stopped playing quite a while ago basically because of this. The whole like, hey, there's a special research event, but hey, gotta pay for it. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, there isn't too much I can say to add on to this without repeating myself, because not only have I spoken about these type of issues in previous videos, but we now have the same sort of sentiments being shared by other members of the Pokemon Go community. So I mean, honestly, Niantic really needs to afford to get themselves a half-functioning brain, so that way they can actually see the problem and read the fucking room. And you know what's actually really funny about all this? Is that Niantic's golden gooses are actually starting to fall out of favor when it comes to Niantic's recent practices. I mean, a big example of that would be Trainer Tips Nick actually calling them out recently in one of his videos. You know, we also ourselves Reversal doing the same thing, you know. Zo2dots has also called out Niantic here and there as well. So I mean, here's the thing. You have your own Pokemon Go YouTubers that promote your game, that make content for your game, Niantic, and they're calling your candy asses out because of an absolute shit job you have done on this game, making it more so about monetization rather than making it about fun and accessible for everyone around the world. Interestingly, despite Go's player numbers being down in 2020, it was the game's most profitable year, which one could argue is due to the increase in paid ticket events. This isn't the first time the community has complained about Niantic's practices either. In December 2020, fans were furious over Galarian Mr. Mime's debut being locked behind an $8 research. During the Easter 2021's event, a flood of users were upset over Happini's low hatch rate, leading many to compare the egg system to loot boxes. To top it all off, the mobile title has had a rough week. The latest update, which dropped in April 2021, caused several prominent features to break, from maps disappearing to Team Rocket encounters freezing the screen. The new patch has had serious issues. Problems became so bad, the villainous group had to be removed from the game completely without any update in sight as to when they might return. Regardless, if you agree with the problems outlined in the viral post, it's clear many players are not happy with certain elements of the game. Only time will tell if Niantic will listen and make changes. And that would be a fucking Hail Mary right there if Niantic actually did listen to their audience for once in their life. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, there isn't really too much more I can say that hasn't already been said either in this article or in past videos we made calling out Niantic and Pokemon Go. I mean, the writing is on the wall. The writing is absolutely on the wall. It's pretty much indisputable that the game has been severely flawed and problematic, and these type of issues are only getting worse and worse and worse, and I don't know what else I can say about this, honestly. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I want to say thank you guys very much for watching. Please leave your comments and your opinions down below. I'd love to hear what it is you guys have to say about this. Thank you for your time. Have yourself a damn good one. And as always, ya boy, we'll see you guys in the next video.